And I wanted to go back to the point you were talking about with Tweek. I think it's really cool that he does really enjoy this Ditto. And I think it's one of those things, when you have a character that's very versatile and very expressive, like you can really tell the different playstyles amongst Diddy players, right?
Oh, yeah.
So it doesn't feel the same interactions that you're going to have usually in a typical Ditto. So let's see. Let's get into it.
Yeah, two things I want to point out. One is that this is the first appearance of Tweek's Diddy Kong in a major. We've seen him at a couple Jersey locals, right? But this is the true battle test. And the other one is that Aaron's been playing this character for a long time. For those of you guys who don't know, he used to go by Dyer in Smash 4, PGR level Diddy Kong player. So he's got years under his belt with Diddy already that Tweek just doesn't.
I'm glad you highlighted that too, because I know there's still some people who think Aaron is rather new to the scene. No, this guy is battle tested. Like, we have seen him for multiple years, and he's done some great things in his career.
Yeah.
Okay, there's the fair. Both Diddy's just kind of racking up some damage here. It can get really crazy once one Diddy gets control of both bananas, and if you're a Diddy player, your item play is going to be, you know, above average at worst, right? So it can get really nuts with that, and there's a bunch of, you know, the item meta has just advanced so far.
True.
And we see Aaron ceding the default Diddy color over to Tweek, right? Showing some respect, perhaps, but I don't know. Just a silent war between the two on the
You can have
slide.
respect with the color, but the gameplay can still be disrespectful, okay?
Yes,
Very
sir.
true.
I'll throw it out here.
Yo, Aaron off to a phenomenal start
really
here in
is.
Game 1.
One of the things I think is going to be really interesting about this set is that Tweek is very sort of steady. He's very calm, composed, especially lately after he's fixed, you know, the issues that everybody's talked about with his mindset. I think he's really attacked that head on. Meanwhile, Aaron is extremely hot and cold. And right now he's looking really hot. Maybe he's fixed that since, you know, he hasn't been at that many offline tournaments as of late, obviously. So that would really be his challenge. Right now, if he can keep this momentum going, he's well on his way to winning Game 1.
Absolutely, and that's the beauty of Summit, right? Where, especially in this particular time for all of us, where people have been able to take the time and really figure out a lot of all their setbacks and really come here to play their game. So great stuff there for Aaron.
This is such an unexpected start. Like, in some of these exchanges and instances, I'm seeing Tweek's just kind of hopping around, just trying to find that opening, and Aaron just kind of forcing the issue. And it's really leading to, like, just, like, again, as we point out, just a hot start.
Yep.
You know what's nuts too that I just remembered at the last Ultimate Summit, Tweek caught Leffen in another Ditto, and he actually ended up losing.
Right, that PT Ditto, which is
that's bizarre to think that, you know, he's got another challenge like that here.
You know what's kind of rough, though, is that if he drops, you know, 1 or 2 Diddy Dittos and wants to switch off, his other option is Sephiroth, who I think loses this matchup quite badly.
Sure.
So Tweek maybe strapped for answers here. Definitely the more technical of the 2 Diddies, but you don't got to be technical. You just have to be efficient and effective.
Absolutely. That character.
I know there's like a lot of Diddy tech that, I mean, Charles, you can attest to this. I think you had it on like a Tweek Talks where you guys were discussing the fact that like a lot of that tech was kind of thrown by the wayside, but Tweek was kind of picking up and implementing it into his style. But Aaron, he didn't feel the same way though. Like, he didn't feel like everything was necessary.
Right. I mean, even if you play a more simple Diddy, the thing is too, when with nerves coming in, you know, everyone's human, right? So when the nerves start kicking, the tech starts going.
That's exactly what I mean. The first time we see this character for Tweek at a major, maybe that tech is not really going to be so prevalent, or he'll just be dropping a couple of inputs. I think the simple but effective style is what you want to go for in an event like Summit.
Well, especially because, and this is something that we've been talking to Tweek about extensively, he feels like, from talking with him, he wouldn't have picked up Diddy if not for this long break, because he got a chance to really look at where he was in the game, see how he wanted to play, what he wanted to do, and he really came upon Diddy. But, you know, theory crafting is one thing, but when you get tried and tested in the heart of battle, you know what I mean? This is a different field. So right now it's a little bit better for him, though. He's actually got a slight lead.
Yeah, he was untouched for like 30 seconds straight, has managed to pull this one all the way back into his favor. Ooh, shoot the kill there.
Yeah. I like that, calling the buff there.
Yeah, once Tweek starts getting the ledge trapping down, slowing things down, and just really start controlling the pacing, that's where it can get a lot better for him. We saw that, you know, he just had like a string of 20 to 30 seconds of ledge trapping. This won't KO, but the monkey flip, the grab, will start KOing in the corner. Diddy is free light, but that is going to do it. The banana slip into the up tilt, that's 2 for 2.
One. Yep, 2 for 2
with that.
100%.
Right. See if Aaron can close it out. We've seen so many times these players have these great starts, but they're unable to kind of put that final nail in the coffin. Aaron, though, I am very impressed with what I've been seeing thus far. And look at this, already 49% tacked on Tweek. A little bit strapped for answers as we wind down here to about 2-minute mark.
Yeah, man.
Pretty fast for credit.
Really good stuff. See if Tweek can actually get a stop him and get this one apiece.
All right.
At this point, it's hard for Diddy to get the stock. You're going to DI down tilt, so you're just going to have to get a raw hit at this point, a raw aerial, forward air, back air. Aaron is just not giving to him. Even up air is not going to KO at this point. 80% now. Aaron is getting so much mileage off the stock.
Yeah, playing pretty evasively.
Should knock him out. Yeah, nice monkey flip.
And at least the flip side here for Tweek is that now he's in the other seat. You know what I mean? Before he had to get that straight hit to kill it like 170, 180. Now, if he can just hold on to this stock, if he doesn't land into the weird setups and the down tilt kills, he might be able to do the same thing, survive forever, and then utilize that rage against Aaron.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, of course, that's his point right now where his combo game, with a lot of the new tech, he's able to get 50, 60, and set himself up for a ledge trap. So this is definitely not out of the realms yet.
We've seen Aaron go for the angel drop almost every single time Tweek is on the ledge, too. Probably long-term conditioning to make him pick something hasty in the moment of truth like this.
I love that down tilt against the dash attack, both of them just swinging. There's no pretense there. They're just going at each other right there.
And honestly, Aaron has done an incredible job of not getting hit by Nair. The main combo starter for Diddy Kong is going to be that neutral air, and I haven't seen, Tweek get an opening with that and get that 0 to 70 combo. He usually ends with the barrels. He's just not giving it to
so
him.
Many of those big highlight plays we've seen have been strictly because of that, and no, Aaron has just done a good job really kind of taking that off the table thus far.
That was wild. Tweek didn't tech, and Aaron was so ready for the tech chase that he didn't respond.
Yeah. That was game right there. Yeah, up tilt again, 3 for 3.
3 up tilts.
3 for 3.
Yeah, all with the banana first, but the third one, not even the trip, just the aerial hit, and that's enough stun to get it done. So, wow, Aaron, beautiful finish to that game. I was getting a little bit worried toward the end. I'm like, damn, he's writing a beautiful story. He just needs to put the last period on it, and he does.
Yeah.
Honestly, getting 3 up tilts there is, I think, indicative of how this set is going, because, Aaron's not hitting him with the cheap stuff, right? He's not hitting him with the Diddy gimmicks, angel drops, Z-drop aerials, things like that. He has to kill with up tilt because Tweek is living mad long. If Tweek could just find kills earlier, he might be in a better spot, but Aaron is just sort of beating him at every opportunity,
Well, and the thing is, too, Aaron knows about this character. He knows about the banana side switch. He knows about Z-drop dare, right? So it's Tweek gets a lot of early stocks off of that, but it's not going to really happen, especially in the Ditto, because you can hold the barrel charge for so long. It's really tricky. It is almost a hard read, and you give up banana.
Yeah, 100%, man. That's one of probably the biggest things I've seen thus far from Aaron. I feel like Aaron's just his positioning around those kind of setups has been immaculate, and that's why you've been seeing him for a very long time.
Okay, the far toss here. Tweek gets a down tilt, but the thing about Diddy down tilt as well is you want it closer. The closer you hit the down tilt, and you also even do pivot slides for it.
Yes.
But the closer, the better.
Absolutely.
And then when you get it farther away, it's just kind of a poke for damage.
Yeah, the move barely sends you anywhere, so just a few pixels along Diddy's arm that you get closer to his body.
Makes a difference.
Yeah, better follow-ups for sure. Oh, Tweek knew that was coming.
Yeah, he didn't capitalize, though.
Diddy's rolls are fast as hell, man.
Yep.
Oh, the air dodge. Wow. So much evasive maneuver from both players.
Yep.
I just feel like they're both playing well to the point where it's just so hard to hit each other.
Yeah.
There's so much of that double shield scramble where both of them are just hiding in shield, holding their hat down, and it's like one of them has a banana, the other one doesn't. And whoever is winning those is probably just going to win the set because you get so much free damage off grabs, off down tilts, whatever you can do. It's so funny to just watch them just in that. There it is, in that defensive position.
Diagram.
Who wins the scramble?
To call it.
Yeah, and Diddy's so good in those situations, too, because you have the frame 5 up smash. You have the banana in hand, locked and loaded at most times, right? There's just so much threats you have to respect.
Sure, one of the best out-of-shield games ever in Smash, consistently throughout all the games. And, dude, this 112 is going the distance, man.
I was going to say, because it definitely seems like Tweek definitely more comfortable at the start of this one as opposed to what we saw in the last game. But Aaron, despite all of that, still strike it back and then just traded.
Man, you see a difference in styles there. Oh, wow.
Just monkeying around, man.
So ridiculous. And yet again, Aaron found himself drawing first blood, but Tweek immediate response. Love that back air. Force him off the ledge. Do not allow him to build himself a big lead and put you in that hole.
They are juggling the bananas between each other. This is so wild, the item play that's happening between both these players.
It is amazing.
Slow falling banana. Great angle there by Tweek. Just not getting clipped by that. It would have been certain death.
Yeah, we see a lot of the barrel recovery as well. The barrels going vertical is pretty solid, but horizontal, they go so damn far, and you usually just see them go into that, saving the double jump just in case they get sniped out of the barrels. You have the double jump, it's pretty safe.
Yo, Aaron is on fire,
I'm telling
guys.
you,
He is
like,
moving, man.
9 to 99 right now.
Opportunity though. Here we go.
Tweek really likes this Ditto. I don't know about after this.
Yeah, I mean, he
Had that
is.
boy thinking.
He's definitely getting slapped up right now. Aaron has just been like just one slight step ahead with the down tilt, with the shields, with the bananas, right? And just gets the confirms when he needs it. I mean, the last game was really just throwing the banana forward and up tilting. Yeah. Very simple strategy, but he knows exactly when and where to put it, and it's so effective.
Right.
There was a
very
pretty
clear.
I was gonna say there was a pretty famous set during the Wi-Fi era, which was Aaron against James.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys saw that, but it went to Game 5. It was a blowout both ways. They were just exploding each other, and I remember seeing that, and it's like, well, now Tweek is going up against one of the guys who can do that to a Diddy Kong, who knows all of the ins and outs. And Tweek seems to be struggling so far. If he can get this edge guard, he might be in a better spot, but the worst thing that can happen is to get hit by a neutral air and do a lot of damage.
Absolutely. And yeah, this is one of the most important things through the course of this set, right? How much is Tweek going to rely on some of the tech that may be harder to kind of pinpoint when he should actually execute it versus Aaron going for a lot of things that are simple but effective, right? That's just a lot less mental dexterity needed to make things happen.
And he is making a huge dent in this final stock from Tweek. Even if he goes out right here, that's still a pretty solid lead he's carved out for himself.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that's the worst thing to allow to let happen was just Aaron just getting his footing and he's had a chokehold on this game for the entirety.
Yeah,
I don't know what the answer for Tweek is right now, but whatever he's doing right is just not hitting, and that could very well be a two-stock. It is. Aaron, game two stock. What's the contingency plan for Tweek? I mean, have you guys discussed the fact, like, okay, if you do happen to be down 0-2 to Aaron in this Ditto, is there like another character on
So the Sephiroth, like Max mentioned, is an option. Now, Tweek does believe that Sephiroth loses to Diddy, but he'll still opt for it if he feels needed. And I always tell Tweek, I'll always tell Tweek, Wolf is there for him.
Yeah,
Sephiroth.
He does
I'm waiting for it. That's what I'm waiting for.
But
Did go Sephiroth.
Okay. All right.
But yeah, Tweek did tell me he doesn't want to go Wolf this tournament, but, you know, the Sephiroth is the character that he has warmed up, but I always tell him the Wolf's there if he needs it.
Yeah, I personally, in Tweek's shoes, would bust out the Wolf, rusty as it might be. This matchup is just so hard, bro.
this is...
Sephiroth struggles against the tiny guys and also dies to banana setups very early.
Oh, Aaron think he's slick too. Look, he took back his default color.
Yeah.
He's like, well, to be fair, he earned it.
Oh, wow. That's a good point.
He earned it.
It's mine now.
Okay, we got the charge, the banana pool. It isn't able to grab it now. You can intercept Diddy in those banana pools off stage, depending on your tools and stuff. But we'll see if Tweek capitalizes on that a little later.
And it's really hard for Sephiroth to just break the zone against this character, right? Your best tools are dash attack and down tilt, both of which get clobbered by banana out of shield, and really any of Diddy's aerials.
Yeah, but I just love how he's using Shadow Flare right now, right? Just to poke at him when he wants to dash in and try to pick up a banana. And then he's just been waiting for the detonation, right, to just run some set play. And it looks like that's pretty much going to be the game plan for Tweek through the course of this game.
Got the wing now. That's going to make it a little bit harder to juggle this guy and also make everything hit so much harder.
I really want to point out that whole time, Tweek had control of the banana and had access to aerials with the Z-drop arrow. He strung him across the whole entire stage while controlling it. The back air to finish it off, even though this Diddy Kong is small and hard to hit, he is finding his mark.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the precision from Tweek going to be essential here to landing pretty much any kind of hit on Diddy Kong, but especially stuff like back air where it hits just a little bit high above the ground. A lot of Diddy's animations sneak under that naturally, and you got to space it perfectly.
Yeah, and I just really love, again, Charles going back to talking about the Z-catch aerials, man. They're so important, and we don't see that nearly enough in the meta of Ultimate right now. So when you have someone being able to actually have access to the aerials and have the banana on play, it's so dangerous.
I love how Tweek's it almost seems like he's just committed to this. Okay, I'm just going to stand back, camp a little bit if I don't feel like I can access the banana fully.
Go ahead.
And this is a big deal because if you don't kill Sephiroth soon here, the wing. Yeah. But finally, the stock gets taken. But I believe the wing was gone anyway. Just in general, like Sephiroth is so crazy because when you get him, when he has wing, he's just so much harder to KO, even though his percent's higher, right?
Yeah, he's supposed to lose it after he kills you and does 50. So
Yeah.
that's pretty much what happened there. But I think, honestly, bro, the whole community is super behind on Z-drop aerial stuff, right? Like,
Very much so.
If you were not doing that in Smash 4 when Diddy Kong was meta, like, you were behind the curve, and now we see it becoming a little bit more common.
Oh, the Giga Flare?
No, just blue. And another one for your troubles.
Yep.
I'm going to slip right on by, though.
Oh, no cross up there. Aaron's starting to rack up some damage. The banana is in hand as well. If he has the rage, if he's able to open Tweek up and just get this opening, get the KO, maybe at like that 80% sweep mark, 90% sweep mark.
Giga Flare's out.
Okay, the stall though. I like it.
Yeah, Diddy very well equipped to deal with Giga Flare. You've got a lot of ways to stall yourself off stage, not just in your up B, but also walk
There it
lane.
is. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Could only dodge it for so long. Tweek looking really just kind of reimagined in this game 3. This Sephiroth looking like the absolute correct choice. And sometimes it's not about if the matchup is losing. Like, what does Aaron really bring to the table?
Wow.
Well, I guess that.
Oh,
Yeah.
All right, let's
man.
Yeah.
It's how light he is, dude. Sephiroth
It
is
is.
so
You're
light.
right.
Yeah.
So him just going that forward smash there, and like, let's consider the fact. Okay, let's say Tweek wins this. That means he's still got to win 2 other games on 2 of Aaron's choices. How
he
long
needs to
can
get
you
out of
keep
this
Sephiroth
corner.
up?
He needs to
bro.
get out of this
Oh,
corner,
man,
man.
yeah.
Change in the last 30 seconds. Man, making
Oh,
a liar out of me.
that's it.
No.
No, no,
Oh
it's not.
my
Not
goodness.
quite. Not quite.
Just like a
Aaron.
hair closer to the ledge, and it
Yeah.
was over.
Aaron is playing so on point this last stock. What happened from the last stock to this stock? I don't know, but it is taking him all the way. The tech in
Oh my
place.
gosh.
That is.
Oh, there we go.
It's Wing Sephiroth with
Yep.
the orb.
The chase. Oh, not going to get
Chase
it.
him, double roll in.
Yeah, he's probably going to have to wait for another Shadow Flare.
Aaron's clutch factor about to be
That's it.
tested, and he passes.
3-0 and a handshake
Wow.
from Aaron. My God, who the hell saw that coming?
I
I
don't think
did
most
not.
people did, but I would have believed it if you told me. I think the experience with Diddy hands-on, fighting in the Ditto, going to be really good for Aaron. And then,
Yeah.
of course, Tweek's counterpick being a losing matchup. I don't know, man. I think it was definitely hard to believe, but believable.
Come on over.
So
Yeah.
congrats to Aaron, man.
Yeah.
3-0.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I mean,
Talk
Aaron
to
just,
him, Moist.
Doubters, where the fuck you at? I mean, seriously, y'all forgot I was the best Diddy in the game.
Oh, dang.
Damn.
The best
Talking
Diddy
about,
claim.
man. That's dire right there. That's not even
That
there.
is dire.
That's
That's
dire
the
coming
moist,
out.
baby. I know you're watching, Charlie. Let's get a raise talking, baby.
All right. All
Aaron
right.
always delivers, man, on and off the sticks. This guy is just a fucking content
So
factor.
Charles, one thing I really wanted to talk to you about as Tweek's coach. So when you go into this set,
Right.
like there's always been the discussion about like Tweek's mentality, his mindset, his ability to know he can win even when he's down. Do you feel like I just get the sense when he's going up against somebody like Aaron who's so hungry, like he very clearly is something that he wants to prove. His heart's on fire. Do you think that can sometimes like hurt him? I know he's been working on it a lot, but
Yeah, he has been working on it. And does that mean he's immune to it? No, absolutely
Sure,
not,
yeah.
right? And there's even some situations where you can just lose, and it's not a mentality thing. It's just like, okay,
Yeah,
like
They
the
were
other
playing
player.
at the time. Yeah.
Right, exactly. It definitely, in my opinion, it's like usually really obvious. I don't think this was one of the scenarios, but these matches, you just kind of take them as they go, right? This is essentially getting first in this like group is you're skipping day 2. You're skipping that gauntlet phase.
Yeah.
So I don't even if you go 0-2 today, I don't think it's like I'm in losers bracket, right? Like it's more of like, okay, like I'm getting acclimated into the bracket. Like this is for seeding, right? And because I mean, there's a big question mark for everyone in terms of who should be seeded where, right?
Right.
So I definitely feel like in terms of the amount of tilt that losing in these group phases, I just feel like players shouldn't overrate the
Yeah.
impact of this
Right.
of this phase. Obviously, you want to win,
Sure.
but it's scaling, right? The importance of each set scales throughout the weekend, which is why I think this, like the way it's set up, is so sick.
Right. Absolutely.
It's a fire format.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's so many opportunities to still be in the game, right? And still have opportunities to win inside and everything like that. So yeah, don't lose hope just off of one set, but you continue to move forward. I mean, you're playing against the best out here, right? So that is what it is.
Dude,
Yeah.
it's no one's safe right now. Like
No
I
one's
mean,
safe,
this is
man.
not the same game that we left
It's not.
offline with. Like the characters, the players, the mentalities, like everything has changed. And I think Aaron like came into this. I really believe he was like, well, nobody thinks I'm going to win anyway. My expectations just aren't there. So I'm just going to play my game, do my thing, and whatever happens, happens. And some good ass shit happened. Like
Yeah,
a 3-0.
that's
against
good
Tweek.
ass shit. Yeah.
You know, you can definitely. That's something to tweet about, which I'm sure he already has.
Yeah, man.
Aaron he played the Ditto amazing, and I always tell Tweek or just anyone I'm coaching in general, like at the end of the day, if you lose, the main thing you get is information, right? Like you get information like how do you play when you feel like X? Like what do you do when you're in X scenario, right? And you always just build off of that. I mean, competing in general, it's not always just one only tournament. It's not like, okay, this is the last tournament, that's it. Like I'm retiring after this or whatnot, right? You're constantly building, you're constantly growing. So it's always just like building that rate, right?
Yep.
That's 2 for 2 for the doubters, by the way.
Yes, it is.
That's actually
It
2 for 2.
is.
Adam
It is,
did his
man.
thing. Came in. Was
No,
like,
that's 3.
Out of here. Who's 3?
Charlie.
Charlie, yeah.
Wait, people really doubting Charlie?
Yes.
Damn,
few,
all right,
a
that's
few.
3 for 3 then. All right, the doubters are out. The doubters are getting shut down.